This is a massive one. Why can't the referee just say, let's stop the game and let's go back 30 seconds?
Yeah, I heard quite a few people ask that question. I understand why people would ask that question. And actually, the VAR and the AVAR asked themselves that question too when the penny dropped as to what had happened. I think 20 seconds had passed, and at that point they considered whether or not they could intervene to stop the game, but they recognise that the laws of the game as set by FIFA and the International FA Board doesn't allow that. There's obviously a process in place that sits in the laws of the game about how we use VAR to make sure it's delivered consistently throughout every league in the world, and it doesn't allow you to go back in those circumstances.
How are you feeling?
Shattered. Yeah, honestly. The schedule's been ridiculous. And when you're playing a team like Chelsea, who've got that many good players, they're constantly making you think, making you work. And, credit to them, it could have gone either way tonight. Could have gone either way in the first leg. But I think everything we've been building towards over the last few years has come together this season. So into our first final in a very long time, so we need to enjoy the moment.
Deckers, it's Troy. I just wanted to say, mate, you've just alluded to it there. You're getting to this point now where, over years, that horrible question, and probably fairly so, has been, can you get over the line? It feels different this year. You've just said it, you're looking to enjoy it. How do you now manage a game like today where it's not about winning, it's just making sure you don't lose the game? How have you dealt with that differently this year as opposed to years gone by?
Yeah, look, we're going into the game today. We knew we had the league, the lead in the tie, and we didn't want to put any pressure on ourselves. My bad. We said to the boys, we all said it to each other before the game. We said we're one game away from Wembley. Like, how much do you want it? We haven't been there for many years, and today wasn't just about playing nice football. Sometimes it comes down to in semi-finals, your heart, desire, and how much you want to win a game of football. And in the end, I think we got through the game. We won 1-0, and I don't think Chelsea created much, even though they played well. But in the end, over the two ties, I think we deserved it. And onto a final now, which we have to enjoy.
Declan, it's Nigel. Love to see your development, young man, since we've been sharing the dressing room together, geezer, for a little while. You still remember that nutmeg? You still remember that nutmeg in training?
I remember you in the boxes popping it. I remember that.
Oh, you remember that?
Declan, we didn't need you to say that, mate. We know he's a ball carrier, don't worry.
Hey, listen, he was ball carrier when I was training with him. But anyway, Dec, listen, I know you're a humble lad, really humble, great kid. It was a pleasure training with you. Now, I think for me, you're definitely worthy of being in the conversation for being one of the best midfielders in world football right now. How do you feel about that when people speak to you that highly? And don't give me the humble, nice Declan answer. Give me the real Declan in the dressing room answer.
Obviously, it's the conversations you want to be in, I think we're playing in a time now where there's so many good midfielders out there. You watch football every week. I watch football. Every top team has top midfielders. So to be in that conversation's unreal. And it's all about hard work and putting myself. It's down to the training, listening to my coaches, wanting to improve, taking on criticism, being fit, being consistent. So many things fall into it, and I'm very lucky that I can play in this team and prove myself every week. So they're the right conversations to be in, but also if you want to go to the next level, it's now about going to this final and winning, and hopefully I can get a few trophies to my name as well with this team.
Hey, Declan, when we talk about especially Chelsea, Arsenal, we're talking about the maturity level in between the two teams, and obviously you guys have a maturity level that's much more more developed, and that's why you guys look like you're going to win things and look like you're organized. Can you speak to that, what that's like in the changing room, what that's like in the training ground, what's that like in big moments like tonight?
Yeah, I think it's because from the training ground to the way we play with the staff, I think, first of all, our manager, he has total control of everything. That from bottom to top of the football club, he controls everything. Everyone listens to him. You can't step out of line. We all believe in his work. Gabby Hines has come in this year. Defensive coach has been unbelievable. Everyone's so well drilled. I think this team, this year, we've come up against a lot of teams who have created low blocks against us, and it's been really tough to break down, but we're finding different ways to win football matches, and that's all that matters. If we can keep winning and keep producing results, I think that's the main thing. But on top of that, we have a great defence who keep clean sheets. So it goes hand in hand.
Oh, Declan, it's so exciting to think about the outlook for this season. Champions League, obviously still in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup and the Premier League, and then the World Cup this summer that's in America. Just before we let you go, Nigel speaks so highly about you. Any stories for Nigel for us that you can share from your days with him?
My days, little pat.
I can just about remember what I was doing 2 weeks ago. Honestly, this football is too much.
That was enough, Declan.
Honestly, now I promise you this. I just no. I remember. I do remember him coming in. He was fit as anything, and I was a young boy then, and he come in, and to be fair, it was still like he was playing in the Premier League. I'm not just saying that. His mentality and desire to train and want to be the best, and he was still clamping lads in training, don't get me wrong. He was only 16 at the time, but he was taking us out.
I did say that this kid was going to be a star from when I first came there. I took notice of him straight away, and what he's gone on to achieve is sensational. Keep it up, Dec.
Well done, mate. Wish you all the best, bud.
Great to speak to you all, you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night.